Hi, today I'm going to demonstrate how to use a rail driver driving unit for Microsoft Train Simulator. So we're going to take a -9, let's say. We're going to start it up and then we're going to stop it. So first thing we do before we're going to run our -9 is turn on the headlights. It's this lever right here. So we have first notch, dim, and then full. And if it's raining, we have slow and fast. But it's not raining today, so we're going to take it off. Next thing you have to figure out is what direction you are planning to go. This is where the reverser comes in. You have the forward position, which I'm in right now, for forward direction, neutral for neutral, and reverse for reverse. So today we're going to go forward. So we have the reverser at forward. Next thing you need to know is whether or not you have cars on the back of your train or on the back of your engine. So if you're just a lone engine, let's say -9, no cars and nothing else on you, you're going to use the engine brake, not the train brake. That's the name engine brake, just for the engine, and train brake, that's for the train. So what you're going to do is, if you're just a regular engine, release the brake. So you have release right here, full brake here, and 50% right here. But since we don't have just a plain engine, we have cars on the back of this train, we're going to leave the engine brake on release. So next thing we're going to talk about would be the train brake. Train brake has 4 different settings: emergency, CS, SUP, and release. Emergency is for emergencies only, like quick stops and things of that nature. So let's say you accidentally go into emergency brake trying to pull into a station with an Acela. So it's going to put on all the air brakes and stuff, and it's going to have to reset itself. A fast way of resetting the emergency brake would be taking it out of emergency and putting it to SUP, and then there's a little emergency stop button right here. Pull it down until it starts releasing brakes. So you keep this down until it starts releasing brakes, and once it releases the brakes fully, you let it go, and then it'll come back to SUP. So to start our engine, we're going to bring the train brake lever to release, and we're going to slowly add throttle. 1 notch, 2 notches, 3 notches for our 10-car train. Next thing we want to do is add 2 horn blasts, signaling we're going to be moving forward. Since it is an American engine, the bell will come on. At around 10 miles an hour, we will turn off the bell. So first, 1, 2. Okay, here we start going. Okay, 5 miles an hour, we're going to bring it to 4, notch 4. 10 miles an hour, bell comes off. 20 miles an hour, full throttle to get us back up to 80 miles an hour. So that's simply how to get the train or the locomotive started. Now to stop the locomotive, first thing we're going to have to do is cut the throttle to neutral. So from whichever position you're in to neutral. After that, if you're just a plain engine again, you have your train brake, so full throttle, or sorry, full brake, medium brake, whatever, just to slow your train down. But since we're a train, we're going to keep our train brake. So first we're going to bring it to somewhere between SUP and release. This will give us cut our speed by a little bit. We're going to put it all the way up to SUP until we get down to half of our original speed. So if we're going 80, we'll cut it to 40. Once we get to 40, we're going to put it all the way to CS, signaling just a higher amount of brake usage. Once we stop the train, we are going to honk the horn once, signaling we have stopped, telling the brakeman or the conductor that it is okay for passengers or freight to disembark the train. Turn off the bell. There we go, simple. Next thing we're going to do is put the reverser back in neutral if you're not planning to move forward again. If you're a passenger train or a freight train just making a quick stop, you're going to keep it forward or in reverse, whichever way you're going. But since we're stopping this, we're going to keep it in neutral. Next thing we want, if we're parking it in a shed, we're going to bring the lights from full, dim, then to off. And that's how you use a train.